It's not being better, I think, that gets their attention in today's crowded market and this world of noise and all the choices and all the power the customers have. I don't think it's being better that gets their attention. Because I think being better is your ticket in the door. If you aren't remarkable and unforgettable, you aren't even in the game. Harsh, at least in my business. You better be remarkable. You aren't even playing. But I don't think it's better that gets people's attention. I think it's different. I think it's those tiny little things you do they didn't expect. When I went to the Omni Hotel, and we all usually travel together, me and my husband and son. We're not here, but they are waiting to go pick me up in South Carolina tonight to drive through the night to go to Georgia. And we'll be back together again, and we were together before I came here. So we travel kind of as a unit. And we're going to the Omni Hotel in Sharpsville, Virginia, and it's one of those we're getting there in the middle of the night. And I'm a little bit snippy. You can see that's one of my issues. I'm married to a man who's been in one mood for 47 years. I've been in 47 moods since I started this sentence. And we get there and we're snippy and my 8-year-old's running around and he's jumping and he's leaping and he's making armpit noises and he's taking a Sharpie and drawing a beard and mustache and arm hair in the car because he thought it would be cool. And, and I'm just, I'm frazzled and we're all yelling at each other. And we get in, here's Yuri. And he's working at the desk. I figured he might be some kind of exchange student or something. He seemed new. He seemed a little bit uncomfortable in his job. And he just jumps right on in. And he just takes care of my son. And he gives him a superhero backpack. And he says, put the backpack on. He showed him exactly how to put the backpack on. And they went flying all over the lobby of the Omni Hotel. Both of them together, like two superheroes. I'm like, I love Yuri. And we come back, he says, where are you going to eat tomorrow? I said, I don't know. He said, well, there's 47 restaurants out this door right here, but let me tell you where my favorite is. And he got out a piece of paper and he drew me a map and he made little feet leading up to our path to go. He says, this is a waiter you need to ask for, and I recommend you get this. I want you to let me know if you go how you liked it. We get up to the room, there's a plate of cookies and milk at the door. Now, I don't know if that's something he has to do for everybody, but you know what? I didn't care. Nobody had ever left us cookies and milk at the door. I'm not saying you gotta go leave cookies and milk at the door. But it's those tiny little different things that we do, and that got my attention. Nobody had done that for me before. I was so excited I went and blogged about it. Because I think we can do a better job, by the way, of serving the people who serve us when we're customers. We always put it on the other end, but I think some of us could be better customers, if you know what I mean. So I said, I'm going to go blog about it. So I went down and blogged about Yuri, told him I was going to name my next child Yuri. Seriously, I kept calling up, getting wake-up calls so I could hear his voice again. I had a little man crush going on. And I wrote a blog about how much I loved Yuri. I wrote a blog about why I loved the Omni Hotel. Because in my mind, Yuri was the Omni Hotel. He's the only person I saw. Put it in a blog, sent it out there to Blog World. I get an email from Yuri the next day. Hadn't even had time to tell him. He said, Mrs. Swanson, thank you for your blog you wrote about me. Corporate found it on the internet. I was like, oh yeah, so be careful what you put out there. They had found it through whatever their detective means are of finding that somebody had written about him. He said, and you made me a star. People came down to see him that next day and to shake his hand. He said, you made me a star. Thank you. I said, no, thank you, Yuri.